Why is it that even when life is going smoothly, a subtle sense of dissatisfaction arises? Why does joy, no matter how intense, always seems fleeting? Could it be that suffering is an inherent part of being alive? Welcome, dear listener. My name is Andrea Arciniegas, and in this guided meditation, we'll explore the second mark of existence in Buddhism, Dukkha, the truth of life's unsatisfactoriness, and reflect on its role in shaping our experience of existence. Originating from the ancient Pali, Dukkha is often translated as suffering, unease, or unsatisfactoriness. It's not only about overt pain, but also the subtle dissatisfaction that can permeate our experience. Dukkha, along with Anicca, or impermanence, and Anatta, or non-self, forms the three marks of existence that reveal the fundamental nature of our reality. Today's contemplative meditation will guide us in reflecting on Dukkha, not to dwell on it, but to understand its presence in all experiences. Recognizing Dukkha opens a doorway to wisdom, enabling us to release attachments and aversions that keep us bound to suffering. Through this guided exploration, we can cultivate deeper equanimity and peace, transforming our relationship with suffering. Let's begin by gently closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely. Now, slowly release the breath, letting go of any tension you might be holding. Repeat this 2 more times, each time allowing your body to settle deeper into stillness. Being right here, right now. Put all concerns of the day aside and allow yourself to enjoy this practice. Now, allow your breath to flow naturally, without controlling or altering it. Simply observe the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen with each inhale and exhale. As you breathe in, notice how the breath fills your lungs, and as you breathe out, notice how it empties. There is a cycle, a rhythm that keeps going, much like the waves of the ocean. Feel the air entering your nostrils, the coolness as it flows in, and the warmth as it exits. Begin to sense a subtle restlessness within, even with each breath. The desire for breath to be complete. The urge to shift from inhalation to exhalation. After your next inhale, hold your breath gently for a moment, feeling the fullness until you feel the need to release. Then exhale slowly through your nose and hold at the bottom, noticing the empty feeling and the urge to inhale again. This constant cycle of breath shows us the truth of Dukkha, the unsatisfactoriness inherent in every experience. Even the simple act of breathing has an inbuilt restlessness, a push to not stay still and move on to the next stage. Repeat this a couple times. Inhale fully and hold your breath until you feel the need to release. And then slowly exhale through your nose, holding the exhale at the bottom. Noticing the sensations, the urges, the dukkha, that subtle sense of suffering that invites you to shift. Now go back to your natural breathing and gradually shift your attention to physical sensations in your body. Notice any areas of discomfort or ease. Feel how sensations rise, intensify, and eventually fade away. Perhaps you'll notice an itch or the urge to adjust your position. Observe this experience without reacting immediately. This restlessness is dukkha at work, the subtle force that drives change and movement. As you continue observing your breath and sensations, reflect on how dukkha permeates every level of life, both small and large. Notice how it arises not just in your body, but also in your thoughts, emotions, and desires. Contemplate these questions. How does dukkha show up in your relationships? What are you longing for or resisting in your career or personal life? What discomfort are you trying to avoid? And how is that avoidance creating more suffering? By seeing dukkha in this way, we begin to understand it as a natural force that pushes us to seek comfort and growth. If there were no dissatisfaction, would anything change at all? Would we strive for progress, seek new experiences, or evolve? Recall how dukkha works alongside anicca or impermanence. The reason things are constantly changing is because of dukkha, because no state is ever permanently satisfactory. This restlessness moves life forward, creating the flow of experience, growth, and transformation. Reflect on this truth. If everything were permanent, there would be no growth, no new experiences, no life as we know it. There would be no movement at all. Dukkha drives this dynamic flow, ensuring that life is always in motion, always evolving. Ask yourself, how does dukkha manifest in nature, such as in the cycles of the seasons, the spiraling of earth, or the way a single cell develops into a complex living being? In what ways has dissatisfaction been a force for positive change or transformation in your own life? Now take a moment to recognize that beneath this endless cycle of Dukkha and Anicca, there is an unchanging stillness, a vast, boundless awareness that remains untouched by all this movement. Imagine this stillness as the screen of a television that remains unaltered no matter what scenes are projected onto it. This is your true nature, the field of consciousness from which all phenomena arise and into which they dissolve. As you breathe, let go of identifying with the impermanent, ever-changing forms of experience. Instead, feel into the spaciousness beneath, the space between thoughts, the pure awareness that holds everything. In this stillness, suffering and impermanence lose their sting. They become a part of the dance of existence, no longer something to fight against, but to witness with a sense of peace. You are right here, right now, in this present moment. Take a few deep breaths and bring your awareness back to your surroundings. As you gently open your eyes, carry with you this understanding that Dukkha is not an adversary but a guide, an essential mechanism of life's flow. Through it, we grow, evolve, and ultimately find peace beyond the fleeting experiences of suffering and joy. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. If you would like to delve deeper into these teachings and explore how they apply to your life, feel free to connect with me for integrative coaching sessions at www.deep-reflections.com. That is www.deep-reflections.com. May you find peace in the understanding of Dukkha, embracing life as it is, knowing that you are rooted in the infinite, unchanging essence of being.